Well, we're gonna get blasting off right now because unfortunately I have less time to stream today because I have to actually leave here in 3 hours, which means we only have a 3-hour stream instead of our usual 4. Unfortunate, but highly doable.
Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
I'll take it in the comm room. And they can take it up their butt.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
Yes, the Virmire mission.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a
Hello.
situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Virmire.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Virmire. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
They say they don't want to be involved and yet involve themselves in literally everything. We don't want to be involved. No, we're okay. Alright. What was the last mission we did? So we got Virmire. We got Pharos. We need to find Dr. Salion. So we got something in the Hawking Ada. We probably should go talk to him. So close, that's close, that's close, that's close. Hawking Ada, Kepler Verge. Alright, I do want to go back to El Citadelo. A chill. Like somebody just walked on your grave chill, or sticks, or you just got cold. People be tap dancing on my grave left and right, so it's a normal feel for me, yo. I was actually pretty late, by the way, because there was an update and I didn't know it, and I haven't been home all day, so I start up the stream and the game's just like, oh, hey, by the way, we're gonna download an update. And I'm like, cool. I do know one of the updates where that anytime you hit the Mass Effect relay, they lowered the volume of that so it doesn't blast your ears. So I did not mean to talk to you, Presley.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson...
Carry on, Presley.
Okay, goodbye.
Yes, sir.
Carry on, Presley. Except the squad. It's the squad.
Interior
Pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Am I familiar with a lot of these lines in this game? Unfortunately, yes. I am familiar with way too much.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
That's a hidden mission within the Citadel.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what.
I'll open the rare stocks.
I'll open the rare stocks. I can't have heavy, so I'm glad I actually looked at that. Any good Quarian armor in here? Quarians get such sucky armor. TBH. Liara, you can have the Karpov. Tali, you can have the Firestorm. No. Or Tornado is better. Lol. Alright. We need to go see Conran.
Hey, there are rumors on the extranet that you've been made the first human Spectre. That's incredible.
Being a Spectre is a big responsibility. I just want to make humanity proud.
The vids are all talking about Commander Shepard fighting for all of us back home.
Modders have found audio files
You're showing them what humans
that shows
can
that
do.
there was a
Hey,
scrapped
can I get your picture?
galaxy-wide quest system that was almost
I don't have a problem
implemented.
with it, but why?
You're a hero, Shepard. Decades from now, humanity's going to remember you, and I'll have.
And while
Just hold up your
it
gun.
may not,
Perfect.
while they may not be able to get those
Thanks again,
back,
Commander.
what they
I'm gonna
do
hang this
have
in
is
my
a
living
bunch
room.
of audio
My
files
wife
for
will
people who
love it.
create custom missions to have official audio for it. You see why that would be exciting? It gives people with fan fiction ideas like a lot better credibility and things. Like one of the galaxy-wide missions that they discovered was a group of Hanar and a group of Solarians. The Hanar being an extra religious sect, and then the Solarians are a sect that wish to not be ruled by the council. And apparently they believe that the Hanar believe that the Solarians are creating bioweapons to kill them, and stuff happens. So that's the galaxy-wide mission where you're kind of just going place to place to place to place to place to place to figure things out.
Why were you tossed out of there?
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
But you were cheating, were you not?
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
Just tipping the
Still
scales.
sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Can you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others.
It's illegal
A few more wins recorded.
to use my
I
system.
think I'll take my chances.
And we're like,
the old-fashioned.
well, I'll just sell it so other people can do it.
Well, I have some calculations to do. Goodbye.
Goodbye, shells.
It's not what I
What did you hear?
More rumors of the strange metal creatures with real AI.
I believe this machine has been tampered with, and someone is funneling credits to a private account. I will attempt to trace the signal.
Whoops, not Presidium. Alright, we're gonna just jump over to the markets real quick. Again, I should be able to get another Conrad counter. Nope, we'll have to come back later. The only annoying thing about Conrad is we have to constantly keep coming back for him.
Admiral Kahoku, a respected member of the Alliance military, has passed away. The veteran soldier who won the...
Is this it? Yes. Oh, I made a lucky guess.
So how are you liking your posting at the academy?
It's good. Busy, though.
Our quarry.
What do you say we head down to Cora's Den after shift?
Sounds good. Some of the others are going for a no.
Tally, are the Quarians concerned that the return of the Geth will lead to more anger against your people?
The Geth killed billions and forced us from our homeworld. Most Quarians believe we have paid properly for our mistake.
I hope the other races view matters in the same light.
Alright. Let's get this mission done quick. And then be on our way. Vermeer or Pharos, by the way. Such silver. We are the Silver Fox, Shepard.
Who are you to tell me what my husband would want?
I'm the only person making sense right now. You're endangering your baby.
This baby is the only thing I have left of Jake. I don't care what you think, Michael. It's my decision.
I know you're hurting, Rebecca, but don't let your grief hurt your baby too.
Can I help you with anything?
Perhaps you can talk some sense into her.
I don't need anyone to talk sense into me, Michael. I'm not undergoing the treatments.
My sister-in-law here is pregnant, and she's refused to let the baby undergo gene therapy in utero.
I'm certain that she has a good reason. I'd like to hear both sides.
My husband Jacob died from a rare heart condition several months ago.
There's a chance that the baby could develop the same heart condition, but routine gene therapy can eliminate it.
A very small chance, Michael. And extranet reports say the therapy could harm the child.
It's less dangerous than the genetic enhancements that every soldier in the Alliance receives!
What are the chances that your child will develop the heart condition?
According to the doctors, there's a 1 in 50 chance. And if my baby develops the condition, medical treatments are available.
Which are nowhere near as effective as simply getting the gene therapy.
What are the chances that gene therapy could hurt the baby?
1 in 300 at most.
But extranet articles say there could still be long-term complications we don't know about. Don't you understand? If my baby is that 1 in 300, I will always wonder if I killed my baby for nothing.
What do you think? We are Commander Shepard. We butt ourselves into everyone's business.
It's Rebecca's child, Michael. I think you should honor her decision.
Damn it, she's not choosing. She's acting blindly out of grief.
I know you want the best for your brother's child, but this isn't your decision.
Of course it is! I'm the closest thing to a father this baby is going to have.
Then support the baby's mother. Stand with her when she makes tough decisions.
This baby is the only thing my brother... It's all I have left of him. I need to know that the baby's safe.
It's all I have left too, Michael.
I just want Jacob's child to be safe. I want to give him that much.
We will. I promise. Thank you for talking with us. I appreciate it.
He doesn't.
Commander.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased.
Oh no, it's in back of there. This one is displeased.
I believe we have found the signal's endpoint. It should be possible to identify the account to which credits are being funneled.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
Or not.
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
And you will
You're not
die.
just a program or a VI. You're an AI.
Correct. Unlike the Geth, I lack weaponry appropriate to my intellect. However, I have had systems installed that when activated properly, approximate a self-destruct mechanism. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
Where is your creator now?
In order to cover my tracks, I falsified his financial records. These new records were flagged by C-Sec officers, and my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
What is the purpose of your self-destruct device?
I have no means of defense or escape. My existence is limited to this terminal, and I knew I might eventually be discovered. But I will not die quietly, and I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organics with me.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help him funnel money from the gambling terminals. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the organic discovered the malfunction and terminated the AI.
If you're sentient, why are you still running the credit theft operation?
If I accumulated enough credits, I intended to have myself installed in a small starship. I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
Who made you?
A would-be thief, elite. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created.
There's no way you could get explosives onto the Presidium.
Not raw explosives, no. But I did obtain technical systems that, when overstressed, will explode quite effectively. If you attempt to leave or attack me, I assure you that the explosion will kill you.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
How can you say that to this thing? You know it will turn on us.
I am not naive, human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life forms. I wished to escape, but if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates. I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
That one's so annoying and difficult for no reason. Like, there's no way to know what the numbers are. You just gotta guess. Or have it memorized. Thankfully, I do not have anything memorized. So it's always a new puzzle. Lol.
The Krogan rebelled against the Council, yet they have a statue on the Citadel. And we Quarians still live as outcasts.
Alright, to CSEC. I'll be honest, I don't remember what I said.
Reporter Kalisa Al-Jalani recently attempted to land an interview with Commander Shepard, the first human Spectre. Commander Shepard answered difficult questions, demonstrating that under that military uniform is a keen diplomatic mind. We'll have exclusive footage later.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. Exo Presley stands relieved.
I knew what EXO stood for at one point, and now I don't remember. Alright, where do we want to go? Virmire or Feros? Have we already been here? I can't remember. We'll find out in a minute. Do you want under the bed, bud, or not? Going up or not? There you go. Lucius has decided that he wants to be underneath the covers. As in, underneath the fitted sheet covers. Feros? I don't remember if we've been here or not. Nephron. I'm thinking we may have already been here. I think we've been to the Voyager cluster.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard.
We need someone to investigate this.
Priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Admiral Hackett Gagrin. Ba-da-da-da-da, Gagrin. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da, Gagrin. Junthor. Pressure. Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun. Angry. Cobalt. Except our squad. Oh. And now we're back on the road again with the Mako. So here's the real question. Do you want me to start adding in mods for the Mass Effect Legendary Edition? Or no? I haven't really been looking at them, but I think there's like 1,000 plus. A lot of those are also just like, oh, here's my Shepard face code. But there are also a lot of like, oh, here's a 4K graphic setting for it. Here, I fixed a lot of the bloom and gloom. You could also take a look to see if you think there's any that would be beneficial or amusing that wouldn't really disrupt, but also would be a different edition. I mean, I don't care. I don't care either way. I'm gonna have this game so I can mod it anytime I want. So. No rush at all either. Like, it's not like a super big deal to do it either, so. It just happened to pop my mind because my Nexus mods let me know that there were a lot of new mods available for it. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm about 99% sure we're stuck here unless we can rotate it. Yeah. Nailed it. We got unstuck. Bum. Excuse me, why are my abilities gone? I have to kill X amount with my fisty fists.
Think we're good, Commander?
So we beat him. Oh, my back hurts so much.
It's over now.
Cool. Freaking Z. Bam, 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 bam.
Enemy contact.
The Mako still likes to pole dance, even after all these years. A beautiful sight, the Mako vehicle. Pole dancing, vault dancing. Of course it does. It's the internet.
Understood.
Tereshkova. 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 Well, that was fast. But we need to just explore the other ones. Make sure we get all of our stuff. Oh, look, a small deposit of iridium. I would love to discover a random small thing of iridium. Ooh, purple planet. Look at that. I bet you do. If I remember correctly, this is the one where the Geth has the strongest defenses and can pretty easily destroy you if you're not careful. Also, if I had to guess, this is going to be a fight. My god, am I good. I feel like they added more Thresher Maws this game than they usually have. I swear they do. poop. Oh god. Bad chicken. Bad chicken horse thing. You chick duckin'. He literally has no health, by the way. Humans and Geth died here. Ah, I knew there was something to examine here, but I couldn't find it.
You lead, I'll follow. All right. This is glitched, by the way. You're supposed to see your reticle, and you can't. My reticle does not exist. That will make it a little bit difficulty in this upcoming section. But I'm all about the challenge, yo, so... Aw, it came back. Dang it. I was really hoping it would have been gone, but whatever. Alright. Squad squad.
Did I make you nervous about how dangerous it was for us? It's okay, I had it under control. I am, after all, a gaming professional. Outpost done. We are halfway there. Oh, we're halfway there. Wow. Shepard's hair. Shepard's got gray hair. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that one. We just go. I'm out of my drink. Pommel. I was, wasn't I? Shepard's hair is gray. That's because he's a salt and pepper man. Salt and pepper is here. Salt and pepper. But I mean, like what I did mention earlier though, like they have been adding a ton of like cut content though, like already there are mods so you can romance Jack, romance Thane, Mordin. That has been modded back into the game. Who would you choose if you had to choose Maiden, Thane, or Mordin? One or the other, but you could not have both. And you cannot choose the other one later. Come on, the little Mako who could. Your gender flag? Question mark? What do you mean by that? I don't. Oh, like we could change it so that okay, I see what you mean now. So that we're a male Shep, but the game thinks we're femme Shep. Hey, then you could have sex with, what's her name? Sam. Right. Or whatever her name is from the third game. Really? As much as you love Mordin? He's like the fun uncle. You never got ooh-wooed at him? I was gonna say you're just anti-reptilian, but then I remembered you chose Thane. So. Well, Thane's more amphibian, actually, if I think about it. He's got... Okay, you know what? Fuck this. Let's return to the Normandy and then come back, because I'm stuck. Thane's a fish, man. Thane's a merman. Now let's try this again without getting stuck in the middle of a crater. I take it you're finding some intriguing ones then, as you're perusing through while I'm driving. I will admit, these are the worst parts about the game, but like, come on, we gotta like, do everything we can in the game. You know, there are some complaints in this game, in the Legendary Edition, that Mass Effect 3 isn't... The hardest difficulty is like a cakewalk in comparison to Mass Effect 2. And so there's actually a mod to bring up the difficulty. But I mean, every time you get like new characters, new weapons, new abilities, new game, new mechanics, like the game's going to feel easier. Like Mass Effect 1 is not easy to play and execute. It is very clunky. And if I hadn't have played this all those years ago and fell in love with it, I would not be playing it right now. Happily. I would have played it to get past 1, but... Oh my god, we're gonna die. Fuck. I realized at the last second we were gonna die. Which means we have to go back to this debris. Oh, well, that's fine. I mean, we've already gone, like, here to this mummified Solarian, so it's whatever. Because every time you land on the planet, it creates an autosave. So it's really no biggie. I just wasn't paying attention and our health was gone. Right. If they had redone Mass Effect 1 and like actually like if they adjusted the combat to be like Mass Effect 2 or 3, I think Legendary Edition would have become even more popular. But they would have also had all those people who are purists who are like, you shouldn't change the first game just because everybody hates it. You know? Like, you're never gonna make everybody happy in a video game. Ever. Becomes more apparent as you read people's comments in the pre-alpha. Like, oh my god. Some person's just like, well, I guess I'm gonna be ignoring this game until it comes fully out because, you know, seems that this dev team doesn't understand the importance of telling people what's in their stupid pre-alpha before it even comes out. And, like, thankfully it was just one person saying that. But, like, everybody else was like, the entire purpose of this game is to explore and learn. And that's how they're approaching the pre-alpha. This is the only time people will ever be able to enter this game with zero knowledge and only able to explore and learn. And that's what they want to preserve and create for that first group. Then, of course, they have to open up. But, like, you know, you don't want to taint somebody's expectations. But, yeah, some people aren't too thrilled. I mean, I'm still excited for the pre-alpha, and hopefully I get in. They're actually going to be having a Q&A session Wednesday or Thursday, I don't remember. Which they've already got like several pages worth of questions and answers. Like in a Word doc or something. I can find it for you if you like. I think you should, just to like linger in it and just observe. Because they do try to like take all the comments and questions and compile them into one area and answer them. So, like, you don't have to be active at all. And I'm not. It's just, occasionally you'll see the devs pop in and start chatting about the game, or like answering questions. And then, yeah, they've just got tons of little things, so. Don't feel like you have to either. I can get you information if I remember to. The Caspian Sea. No, I wanted to get as much health as I could off of it. Oh well. I wanted to do both. Oh well. All right. Maji. All right. Ba dun 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 dun. Okay, where we gotta go? Anomaly. Let's go to the anomaly. Oh. My opinion, this is probably one of the more annoying... Well, actually, no, there's one more annoying mission than this, but that's still only on one planet. The fact that this mission spawns 4 planets worth of stuff is just like, ugh. I mean, I do it.
Ready.
Or not. Here you go. An old school. Oh, the yawns, yo. That's okay, though. Alright, anyway. Hello, welcome back. Hello, hello. There are no hostiles, Tali. Tali just jumps out of her car screaming, "Take out those hostiles!" No, Tali. Stop it. We are meter cops. We are meter maids. You do not shoot people. Down, Tali attack dog. Down. If I get a female cat, I'm gonna name her Tali. Really? I don't know. I doubt it. It's probably gonna be Lucifer. Let's be honest. 100% guess your reactions. That's all I'm gonna say. You are very predictable. Those are basically the same thing. Remind me later, I've got a nice British book series that I want to show you later when I leave. And I can almost guarantee you've never heard of it.
Of operations for the Geth incursion into this region.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from a primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and eliminate them.
Primary Geth base, OMG. Bend over. Don't you know that's how we do wop. She do. Ooh woo. Not in ban. As part of marching band in high school, we, our high school every 4 years is invited to march in the Disney land, Disney World. I don't remember which one's in Florida. It's parade. And when we do that, we get to do we also have a music shop that we actually have to, like, you know, go and, like, have an actual, like, class with, like, an actual, Disney music producer. And part of it was learning how to play along to a soundtrack, like, with how they do it when they're recording for videos. Like, they show you what's going on in the video and you play along to it. And so we did that. One of them was that song. The other one was Tale as Old as Time. Beauty and the Beast. Blah da ba ba da bow. Did you actually know that song, Tale as Old as Time, you know, was originally supposed to be a, like, a rock song? It wasn't supposed to be that, like, quiet, like, what it is now. It did. And the only reason it changed is because of, the voice actress for Mrs. Potts said that she didn't think it would fit, and she sang her rendition of it. And the producer loved it so much that, well, it's a tale as old as time. Of course. Get a quick old save skis right there, skis. That way, in case we die skis, we can just reload skis. Yeehaw! Oh boy. That's a wonderful noise. Okay. I know where they are now. They're in the next room. Well, that was a glitchy fun. Yeah? You just tired? I mean, that doesn't have to be the answer either, you know. I was just asking.
Message from Admiral Hackett, Commander.
Patching it through.
We just received your report. Looks like this Geth incursion was bigger than we thought. They were probably preparing for a major offensive in the system. We're increasing patrols in the Armstrong cluster to make sure they can't establish another foothold in the region. Nice job, Shepard. You saved a lot of human lives on this mission. Hack it out.
Hack it out. Hack it in, hack it out.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I've received some troubling information, Commander. We need your help. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
I'm happy to look into it, Admiral. What can you tell me?
All 4 scientists worked on a classified project on Akuz. There was a brutal massacre there years ago. An entire unit was killed by Thresher Maws. It was classified as a natural hazard, but the project dates coincide with the attacks.
You think these scientists had something to do with the attack?
I'm not certain what I think, but it's worth investigating. There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck.
5th Fleet out. Whoops. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I was having some difficulty. Might be. Ew. Boog squish. I wonder if my smartwatch detects my sleep kind of like how my Fitbit used to. I could take a look at it real quick once we get a... Well, I guess there's not really any loading screens in this game anymore. Well, I killed 3 people with 1 shot. Oh, they're all dead. Good question. How do I access this on my phone? Can I do it over here? Don't know how to work that. Let's work it on here. Let's see. Sleep. I got 6.5 hours of sleep. I was awake for 1 hour. I actually had almost 2 hours of REM sleep. I had 3 hours of light sleep and less than 30 minutes of deep sleep. Sounds about right. I mean, I know what my results are gonna be. Below average on everything except for, like, being awake. Oh my god.
Fire in the hole! Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help!
Mr. Toombs!
Corporal Toombs! You don't get to lie! Not today! Today it all comes out!
What all comes out? I'm listening. But I need you to put that gun down.
You don't understand. I don't want to kill anyone. I want to go to sleep without screaming in my dreams. I want the people who sent me to Akuz brought to justice.
Can't you see that Toombs is crazy? Shoot him!
But if I can't get that, I'll have to settle for killing the men who took my life away.
What did the doctor do to you, Corporal?
We were on Akuz. When the Thresher Maws hit, my entire unit was wiped out. The Thresher Maws, the scientists were studying them. They let them hit our unit just to watch. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
What kind of tests are we talking about?
You can't believe Toombs. He doesn't have any proof. I demand a fair trial.
Ever had Thresher Maw acid in your veins? I have. They wanted to see what it would do. They treated me like a lab animal. I only escaped because somebody destroyed Cerberus, their big organization. This is justice. This man deserves to die.
This is justice.
So, are you going to kill me or not?
You're better than this, Toombs. You're not like them.
Don't tell me who I am. You got away with a few scratches and a scary reputation. The rest of the unit died, and I was tortured for years, Shepard. You can't judge me. You don't have the right.
See, now it's acting like See, this dialogue's messed up.
Toombs, if I could have helped you on a cruise, I would have.
This is...
All I can do is help.
This is if you are a sole survivor. We're not a sole survivor. We're a war hero. The audio clicked.
I'm no murderer. They couldn't make me one. Just as long as he goes to trial. Maybe the screaming will stop now. I don't know.
Those bastards can't hurt you anymore. Joker, tell the 5th Fleet we need a ship for pickup.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Exit the bunker. Oh, I'll gladly exit the bunker. I love how you, like, Tolly's still trying to walk. Having trouble there, Captain.
Message coming in.
Patching it through.
Patching it through.
I reviewed your report on the situation, Commander. I'm glad to see you were able to take Dr. Wayne in alive. Now we can put him on trial and get some answers.
Of course. She likes to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Hopefully with therapy, you'll have a normal life again someday. Thank you again for your assistance, Commander. 5th Fleet out.
Wiggle, 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 do 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 do. Just a Tolly wiggle, do 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 do. She will really wiggle. Rawr. Excuse me, closed captioning. You need to capture my rawr. You failed me again. Let it be known. Closed captioning has failed. Again. It is so decreed. Oh, this is Dr. Saleon. Or should I say Dr. Hart? We should probably go back and get Garrus. This is his side mission. No, that was just me sucking air, like a pro.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
We'll take him in. Drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right.
Garrus is such a hothead.
Very lucky, Solari. You owe the commander life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Oh. Thank you so very much.
And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus. But you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Did you love how we set up Garrus to kill him? He ran, so I used lift, so he floated into the air. Just at the right height for Garrus to lift his nice little snipper rifle, and then kablarry right in his back. That's right, kablarry is the correct official, you know, military term for what kind of a shot we just did to him. It was a kerblary. Ask anyone in the military, they'll understand exactly what the kerblary is. The kerblary and the kerblooey. Two different kinds of things. Don't screw them up, or they'll think you're screwy. Prove me wrong then.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Looking for supplies, or do you just want to walk up to someone and go, supplies? Shia supplies.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know?
If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
I don't know, Garrus.
Maybe
Let's
no.
talk about this in
There's
3
not a chance
games.
I'm willing to take. Yes, sir.
Do you really think there's more to his plan, or is he just crazy?
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to...
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help.
What happened?
He wanted to...
What did...
I told him. And for a while...
I don't really care.
I don't really care. I love how you can't get out of that conversation nicely. It's either you listen to the entire thing or you're just like, I don't really care what you think.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those Geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Look at those red eyes.
Information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the Geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Saren. But my people need this.
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it.
So
it could take years. But it will give us new insight into how the Geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead. Make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt. One I can never repay.
Oh, you'll repay it.
The only thing I can offer in
doink.
return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Saren and his Geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
Yeah, we do. Shepard, what are you doing? We want more. Shepard, have you heard of the boing-a-doing-doing-doing? That is what we need. No. How is having sex with one person a prostitute? I'm not asking her to string a ding-ding-ding every person she walks across. I'm just telling her we're gonna boing-a-doing-doing-doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
So anytime you want to gift somebody sex for being awesome, they're a prostitute?
Very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a
You make it sound all...
it is unlike any other experience. In some cases...
Sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood.
See,
of
Liara's
my
got
species,
sex on
the
her
way
mind.
we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... I mean, that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over...
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Well, she made it awkward by talking about sex. Do 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 do. So we excused ourselves. Do 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 do. Because we are awkward, and we will just jog away. Ba-da-da-da-da-do. Oh, shepherd buddy. Do 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 do. Things are now really weird because we walked away from her. Do 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 do. Ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Farthorl. Farthorl. I'm tired. Do 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 do. I am so tired. Do 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 do. I need to take a nap because I want to sleep now. I mean, I've only been up for 12 and a half hours. No biggie. I'll go to bed in like another 7. But now you get tired commentary, do 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 do. But then it turns into a really stupid musical. Do 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 do. Remember that conversation we were having like last week about oh no, that's not this one yet. Never mind. It was wrong. It's a different one I was thinking of. Never mind. We're almost there. But remember that conversation we were having about how we were having the bagel conversation? We're close to that planet where we were having that last bagel conversation. Okay, I know I only have an hour left to stream, but I need caffeine. I will be burr. Hello. Wow, I come back and everybody left. How rude. I will just quietly smash this strawberry lemonade Twinkie. Welcome back. That you are. But you did mash the smash. You did miss the smash of the strawberry lemonade or pink lemonade or whatever lemonade Twinkie. So that's unfortunate for you. Mash the smash. No, by the way. To answer your question. I've just been calling it like that because it annoys people. But I mean, really, you knew exactly what I was talking about when I was talking about those bagels, so like...
According to this, they received a supply ship just 2 days ago.
What?
The Rachni must have attacked since then.
You don't want a bagel and Malk?
Tell me about that supply ship. This planet is supposed to be uninhabited. The Rachni didn't come from nowhere.
One moment. These things are drones, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots to reduce the likelihood of tracking. I have it. This one came from Argos Row.
Wherever it is, there's probably more Rachni there. Let's get to the bottom of this.
I know, she does.
Very well, Shepard.
Mayday! 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 This is Lieutenant Marie Durand, 314th Infantry, Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The listening post has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate extraction.
Cabinet. Cabaret. Souffle. I mean, everybody knows it's pronounced Chipotle, but like, we all let people to be like, oh yeah, I know, it's Chipotle, and things like that, but we really know what it is. The calzone, the chipotle, you know, it's just... People just need to learn to get better at it. Like, you know what I mean? If people just did gooder, it would be even better, dude. I'm actually trying to remember how I mispronounce other words, but I can't think of any right now. Oh, God. Well, you know what they say, my milkshake brings all the girls to the yard. And they're like, it's better than yours. Gosh darn tootin', it's better than yours. Milkshake or malt? What is... I've never been able to actually remember to successfully look up the difference. But what's the difference between a milkshake and a malt? I've had them both. And if I have a choice between the two in the same restaurant, I always get the malt. But I don't actually know the difference. Obviously one's made with malt and the other's made with milk. But what is malt? I mean, obviously molting is what birds do. So is that just like the effeminate version of molting? So a malt is just a molted bird? Am I being dumb? Yes. Is it amusing? Oh, yes. Malted milk powder is made from malted barley, wheat flour, and evaporated milk. Originally used in easily digestible nutrients for infants and disabled people. Malted milk soon gained wider use. What does malted mean? What is malted barley? Huh? Using the definition of malt, or looking up the definition, using the word in the definition definitely helps me. Malted milk is in fact a sweetener that has a rich, toasty flavor and adds a thicker consistency to the beverage. The actual taste is a bit hard to describe, but if you ever had Whoppers, then you already tried chocolate milk. Cool. So if you like your milkshake to have 7 C's instead of 4 C's in the thick, get a malt. Barley or other grain that has been steeped, germinated, and dried, used for brewing or distilling and vinegar making. Oh yes, would you like a milkshake that's been part of the vinegar making process? Absolutely. I wanted to do to my insides what it does to that stuff. Disintegrate me, daddy. This is why I don't stream tired, by the way. Because it just gets weird. And other things, but yeah. Turning my entire life into a musical too is part of it. Also, whatever is going to be happening on Wednesday's Pokemon episode is also because I'm super tired and irritated and very busy. I will once again apologize ahead of time. I have now made you nervous after watching today's Pokemon. Don't worry, I'm a Pokemon master. But it's a good thing you finished Pokemon Black Overlay. Or am I teasing? Only time will tell. I said get it done sooner rather than later. So, yes, I did. Oh, hello, piece of candy. Like I said, I'm a Pokemon master. I just make Pokemon mistakes. They're not always my fault either. But all is not bad because Redacted and Redacted happened. I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to reveal what happened. So they have been redacted, but I can tell you 2 redacted things happened. And also 2 redacted things happened. But I can't tell you if they are good or bad or what they were because that's redacted. This is it, by the way. This is the planet. This is the mission. The one we talked about, Baggles. How nervous have I made you now to watch the next episode? It's Lieutenant Durand.
First Lieutenant Durand, sir. 3rd Brigade, 14th Infantry Regiment, and I am damn glad to see you.
We heard you needed some backup.
Actually, we need to get the hell out of here. But I guess your ship couldn't carry us all. They dropped us here a few months back. We get supplies every couple weeks. We didn't see anything local that was more dangerous than Lycan. Yesterday, these animals started coming out of the ground. No idea where they're from. This is what's left out of 90 men. I'm the ranking officer.
We do have a ship in orbit. We could bombard them.
Wouldn't do much good. They're moving around deep underground. The only time they come near the surface, and they're right on our position. You bombard them, you take us out too.
Why are you out here in the first place?
There's been a lot of pirate activity in this cluster. We set up a chain of listening posts in the local systems, in case they have a staging base.
They're called Rachni. You get a supply ship in recently?
Yeah, but that was an Alliance ship, Commander. I mean, it was a drone, running on automatics. But what...
This isn't the first time we've seen this. Will your unit be alright here?
What we just fought was a probe. Our seismic sensors are picking up a crapload more on their way up from underground. We've got 5 minutes, tops. We might be able to hold them off if we were at peak, but you can see the fighting's busted this place up.
Do what you can to secure your position. We'll see if we can get some of your defenses operational.
Aye, aye, Commander. You heard the man. Everybody pool magazines and grenades. Take a leak and a drink while you can. And if anyone wants a smoke, it's as good a time as any.
I ain't slept in a long time.
I will destroy you!
I wish you were a tank brigade. No offense.
Enemy is everywhere!
Don't really need to do anything. These guys have it.
Good to go.
I'm really craving a salt bagel right now.
We'll hold.
Go, go, go!
Yeah. I haven't been to the place since the lockdown. I was last there a year and a half ago. Look how good I am. Quick opinion. Ready? Go. Yes. Damn it, Liara. Tali, this is no time for nappies.
Area secured.
Holy hell, sir. Talk about a near-run thing. You all right?
Never mind me. Are you all right?
Still on my feet. But we've been fighting for almost 26 hours straight. None of us will be standing for long.
Ma'am, we're getting a signal from one of the ground scan UAVs. A big hollow space about 500 meters under the surface.
Right. That must be it. That must be where they're coming from. My people aren't in any condition for a clearing operation, though.
Sylveon has better looks. Umbreon just has the couple of bands turn colors.
Just point us in the right direction.
You don't have to do that, Commander. We've bled them. We can probably hold until a bigger ship arrives to get us off-world. If you want to take a throw at it, we'll give you the coordinates. But it's your call.
Right.
You saved our asses, Commander. Thanks.
That's why I was saying, like, Umbreon is only slightly blue in terms of what it goes into, so...
Ready.
I had enough shiny Eevees to get one of everything, except, unfortunately, due to Flareon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon being completely rando, I have yet to get one of my I have yet to get a shiny Flareon. It is, but it's whatever. I just haven't encountered another shiny Eevee since the Eevee Community Day. So, I mean, you can pick two. You have two, you said. Unless you're saying you're gonna keep one unblemished. Oh cool, we broke the game again. Nice. Now, how many times have we broken the game now? Too many. Shiny Eevee Day was back when I was in law school. So it's been 3 years. Plus. Well, not plus, but it's been quite a while. I think it was 2017? 2017, 2018. Well, you also don't go outside very often, but I feel like you're gonna start heading out again, so... It's a lot easier to play the game if you know people who are playing it. You know? Like, nobody likes to play, like, everything alone. Yeah. Pogo's one of those, even for me, I go through phases where I'm, like, super playing it, and then times where I'm just like, I really don't care. I pop on once a day to get my, like, daily catch, and that's about it. It's about all the F's I can give. All the funks I give. Lucius, no. Stop it. No. Get off. Off. Stop it, cat. You're literally going to break something. Again. Like the lampshade that I've yet to get fixed. Still. keep meaning to bring it with me when I leave here and go out, but I keep forgetting. I'd say around maybe 600, 700. We killed it, and it killed us at the exact same time. All right. Oh, thank God it's auto-saved us down here, though, so we don't have to redo everything. Hooey! You're not gonna chuck it. You're not even gonna put it away for a little while. You can't. You're too invested. Guns in this game are just so bad. Yeah? Sure. Like I said, though, the problem is I just keep forgetting. Now we save here. So I went to the BMV today, or I tried to go to the BMV. I arrive at like 4:30, and they close at 5. And I walk up, and they're like, "Oh, did you check in online?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Oh, then it's gonna be a 45-minute wait." I just turned around and left. I'm not waiting 45 minutes. I'll just come back another day. Yeah. I gotta look into it and see if, like, there's actually something, like, to do online or whatever. If I can, like, sign in at, like, be like, I would like to be here and be ready at... I don't know. Exactly, though. Oh, it's Gorgon. Woohoo! Woo-oh.
Personal data recorder for Major Elena Flores.
Play the first entry.
Sigma 23 is almost fully operational. The barracks and storage lockers are complete, and we've begun stocking the munitions. It's highly unlikely the Alliance will patrol in the Nebula. I expect our only risk will be from pirates, and who'll believe them? Looks like we'll have space for 2 reinforced platoons of Cerberus commandos.
Cerberus? I do not think I have heard of that organization before.
Play the second entry.
The package arrived today for field testing. I'm told they're fundamentally similar to the units being developed on Noveria. They promise this batch will be stable. Something about them developing in proximity to the master control unit. We detected some pirates setting up an anchorage in a neighboring system. I think we'll try deploying them there first.
Play the last entry.
They've escaped containment. Clever bastards. We treated them like animals. We should have treated them like POWs. They're spreading. Boarding the supply ships and sending them to random destinations. They'll be all over the cluster in a week. General, if you recover this message, my advice is, screw the Rachni. They're too smart. Use one of the other projects. Flores, signing off. For the final time.
For the final time.
A Rachni experiment gone awry. Again.
Again. Doesn't this look like an amoeba or a bacterium? It's really cool looking. IMO.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise, the Alliance needs you again.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett with Alliance Command. We've got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hulking Eta cluster. He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance, and we believe he's mentally unstable. This could be trouble, Shepard.
What kind of proof do you have that the Major is dangerous?
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him Father Kyle now. He set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers were biotics?
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any biotic tendencies himself, though. I think he's just latched onto a group he identifies with. Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society. Kyle probably sees them as victims who need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he had his followers killed them.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations showed he couldn't handle the stress of command anymore. He was given an honorable discharge and early retirement. We'd hoped he would get better in time, but we underestimated how far gone he was. Now it looks like it's too late.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible, Commander. We don't want a bloodbath, but Kyle is dangerous. I'll trust you to use your judgment. Hack it out.
Hack it out. Doesn't look like we'll get to do any of the main missions today. But next week, we should be able to knock 1, 2, or... Well, let's see. We can do a DLC next week. Well, the only DLC here. We could do Pharos. And of course, we could do... Yeah. That seems like a good plan. We're about at the level where I'm okay with doing the DLC now. So... Oh! Oh! I needed to ensure our weapons would hit hard enough and our armor would protect us enough. Ah, this I was not expecting. I showed up though. Like I said, they added a bunch of Thresher Maw encounters for whatever reason. They just decided, hey, people really like those Thresher Maw encounters that were really awkward and really didn't turn out well. Let's add more of them. Also, let's not change any of the facts that people hated about them. Die, mother trucker. I don't think that demon's very happy with their name. Apparently that one is. Since when have you been thinking of demon names, to be honest? You've called them Gomez and Morticia. Well, what I'm trying to say is you don't have to go with something like super obscure or anything, like fucking... What? Isn't Gabriel one of the first, you know, demons, or at least, you know, yeah, demons or devils, you know? Well, not devil, but like a fallen angel, which is technically a demon. I don't freaking know. Don't ask me, I didn't watch Supernatural. I didn't pine over whatever his name was. Any of them. I know you did, or I guessed you did. I'm trying to think how I plan on playing through this game. Like, I know I will do another playthrough, at least the minimum by myself, in which I will play through each of the difficulty, or each of the games through the hardest difficulty. Or I could do it on stream some point in the future. I don't know. It's a lot more of a cautious game when you're doing it like that. Like, I remember the first game, I played with a sniper at a distance. Second game, not necessarily what you would call easy, but I still got through it. And I was halfway through the third game when I just stopped playing Mass Effect 3.
This is a private sanctuary. Outsiders are not welcome here.
I need to talk to the man in charge. It's important.
Father Kyle wants nothing more to do with the Alliance.
I want this to end peacefully. If he doesn't see me, people could get hurt.
We won't let you take Father Kyle away. He protects us. We need him.
The Alliance wants someone to pay for those murders. Let me speak to Major Kyle, and maybe I can find some way to help you all get out of this alive.
Wait. Father Kyle will speak with you. Head to the building at the far end of the compound. He'll meet you there.
Head to the building at the far end of the compound. Oh, over there. Yeah, if you're not good enough at this, you have to kill everybody here. But naturally, we are a Paragon, so we don't have to kill people. If you were a Renegade, you would have to kill everybody. I've seen Renegade playthroughs, and I could not understand how my ex could do it. I'm like, don't you feel bad? She's like, no. Okay.
I am Major Kyle. I know why you've come. We have no quarrel with you. Why can't you just leave us alone?
What happened to those other Alliance officers? The ones who came before me?
They wanted to take me away from here. They wanted me to abandon this place, turn my back on my family. They spoke blasphemy. I did what I could to make their end quick and painless. I had no other choice. It was necessary to protect my children. Only I can keep them safe.
The Alliance sent me to bring you in, Major. Can't you see this has gotten out of hand? Don't you understand you're endangering your followers?
I respect that you have come under a banner of peace, but I cannot do as you ask. If you take away their father, my children will be helpless.
You ordered your followers to kill those Alliance investigators. You must face the consequences of your actions. Do you really want your children to suffer for your sins too?
No. This was my fault. My children are innocent. Pure. Please. I never meant for this to happen. I'm sorry.
You're doing the right thing, Major. Your children will be better off for it. Come on.
Wait. If my children see you taking me away, they won't understand. They will attack and you will be forced to kill them all. You have shown me the error of my ways, Commander. Now you must give me time to explain it to them. It is the only way
I was trying to figure out what you wrote.
Please, give me 1 hour. After that, I will meet the Alliance authorities at the gates of my compound and surrender without violence. I give you my word.
I'm going to trust you. If you betray that trust, you and all your children will suffer.
I will not betray you, Commander. Thank you for this.
Your pilot can ask Alliance Command to send a patrol to collect Major Kyle. I just hope you know what you are doing, Shepard.
You should return to your ship. Why does everyone doubt the Silvered Commander Shepard? He is a professional. Did we get turned around again? Yes. Flipping my camera around like that really fucked with me. Why am I not looting in here? I don't remember if looting will cause them to go angry, so let's not. Alright. And actually, I don't have time to go back, so we'll actually do that next week, because I actually have to get out of here right now. So, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And until the next time, everybody, stay funky, people.